In today's news, Dr. Charles Wheatley lends his voice in new commentary series and premiered to address the long bank lines with Banking Association and water and sewage to be transformed into a statutory body following the passing of legislation, and Premier reaffirms commitment to bringing freedom of information legislation to the BVI. But viewers, these and more stories when 284 News returns.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this thing like you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Well, welcome viewers to the Tuesday, August 16th edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. We start today's newscast with a refreshing story from local author and educator Dr. Charles Wheatley, who is lending his voice to the history and heritage of the Virgin Islands through his new commentary series, We Take. The author of 3 books is sharing his reflections on a variety of topics pertaining to the people of Virgin Islands and their journey. Well, in an exclusive interview with our Ron Grant, Dr. Charles Wheatley spoke about why he decided to share his reflections.
I usually sent out before I started, we take inspiration messages to my friends on WhatsApp daily, and it automatically grew into We Take when I discovered that there was a need for some more knowledge on certain topics about the past and how we live, and to share my thoughts and my experiences with the public in general. So that's how it began.
Additionally, he offered encouragement, that is, to young Virgin Islanders.
You need to look inside yourself and try to find out who you are. And in doing that, find out what are the values that you want to use to condition your life to follow, and to begin to chart your life according to what you see as your aspirations in life. So it's a matter of processing yourself first, understanding who you are, developing your own views on life, and then relating to others according to those views.
With all that has taken place in the territory recently, Dr. Wheatley shared exactly what Virgin Islanders should be paying more attention to.
Virgin Islanders are resilient people. They have fought their battles in life to survive ever since emancipation in 1834. They devised means of transportation by building a type of boat, which we call the Tortola boat. Is no more because the government didn't support it after the yachts began coming in and people moved from sailing them. But those were the boats that survived, that took people's products to the Virgin Islands and other places, and bought other products and so forth. They survived by doing that. They were agriculturists and they were very strong in that respect. But most of all, they were very religious people. They had a strong faith in God. And, they always strive to be I would say, very helpful to one another. That is one of the aspects of life which help people to survive, because people related to one another very much in our communities. For instance, there was no problem with a farmer, well, I would say an ordinary agriculturist who kept animals, butchering a bull, butchering a cow or calf or any animal, and sharing the meat with the neighbors.
Indeed.
Not selling, you just give neighbors over the times. There was also another element where people sometimes never scratch a match. They would go to their neighbors for a live coal of fire, because they had a method of preserving the live coals in ashes after they had cooked a meal. So if one neighbor's coals happened to die, they would just go to the next neighbor and get a live coal and start another fire. So they shared fire.
Understood.
Well, viewers, for that full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. Well, moving on, viewers, where the issue of long lines at various banks in the territory has reached the Premier's office, and he has expressed his intent to address the growing issue with the local banking association. Well, Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley made a disclosure at a recent press conference in response to a query posed by the media. He said he was made aware of the issue, which he believes further deteriorated following the enactment of the COVID-19 protocols in the territory.
Recently, some concerns came to me about some of the long lines, and I made a note to have a discussion with the Banking Association to see what can be done to better accommodate persons. And of course, I know a lot of this started with COVID and with some of the restrictions. From a government perspective, yes, we eased some restrictions, but of course, there's still the need to remain vigilant. We've placed more responsibility on individuals as well as businesses to be able to manage their COVID protocols, as opposed to them being imposed by the government. But we certainly still have to be vigilant because COVID hasn't gone away. And we ask that persons strengthen their immune systems, they use proper hand hygiene, and of course, if persons are sick, they stay home, as opposed to exposing others.
While the leader of government business also re-emphasized the need for businesses to be cognizant of their responsibilities in ensuring that their customers are facilitated with a safe and comfortable environment to conduct business.
But I do think it's important that we are also aware of the comfort of our customers. As you said, you have elderly persons who are exposed to the heat. So we have to make sure that we make our customers as comfortable as possible. So I will be speaking with the Banking Association and see what can be done to better accommodate the customers in the Virgin Islands.
Well, viewers, previous investigations by 284 News in September 2021 discovered that the issue of long banking lines in the territory was linked to a shortage in banking staff at most branches and the low compensation of some bank tellers. Well, up next, viewers, water and sewage to be transformed into a statutory body following the passing of legislation, and Premier reaffirms commitment to bringing freedom of information legislation to the BVI. We get to those stories after a word from our sponsors.
You value traditions. You value music. You value education. Family.
I love you.
Service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Babe, you had a long time to get. You say you were sick? What happened to over the rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
All right, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later.
Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service, and a breathtaking ambiance. Not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today.
Welcome back, viewers. Well, the government of the Virgin Islands has moved forward with plans to transform the Water and Sewerage Department into a statutory body following the passing of the Sewerage Authority Act 2022 in the House of Assembly. With a bill which was presented by the Deputy Premier and Minister for Communication and Works, the Honorable Kai Reimer, represents a significant milestone in years of government discussions on how to address the outstanding issues and inefficiencies of the Water and Sewage Department. With a move to create a statutory body, Reimer explained, was most recently recommended by advisors from the Foreign and Commonwealth Office.
The FCO's technical advisors to the Water and Sewage Department reconfirmed that it would be in the best interest of the residents and environment of the Virgin Islands if the government proceeded to create a statutory authority to deal with water and sewage functions throughout the territory.
Well, in addition to transferring jurisdiction over the management of the territory's potable waters with hopes of achieving efficiency that was out of reach under the existing operational structure of the department, Reimer explained that this move will also provide an opportunity to properly update and implement a national water policy to improve the levels of service being provided to residents. With a move, Minister Reimer said, will further iron out various issues which have over the years slowed the process of the department to address issues as they are presented.
Transforming the department into a corporate entity will remove existing bureaucracies and help facilitate restructuring its operation. Efficiency that will allow the organization to expand the water distribution and sewage collection networks while improving customer service and customer awareness.
The Deputy Premier stressed that though bureaucracy does have its place in the operation of such entities, the style in which it had been executed by the department had forced it to operate in a manner that limited its ability to respond quickly to major issues. With this, he said, ultimately led to the operational system to a point where it, and I quote, simply cannot cope anymore, end quote. Reimer admitted that significant challenges are posed to any department or authority tasked to manage the territory's water sources, as despite the BVI being blessed in various areas, the availability of fresh surface water was not one of them. While taking a brief dive into the territory's history, Reimer explained that long periods of drought and water shortages have been prominent. He said these issues have only been exacerbated due to limitations of water distribution networks, storage systems, and other system inadequacies. And while the resulting issues are therefore a result of a multitude of factors, Reimer lamented that all too often blame is cast on the department's workers.
It is the compounding of problems year on year. You're kicking the can down the road that has resulted in our people being frustrated with the problems that they are facing daily. Unfortunately, persons tend to direct blame at the workers. How can the workers be blamed if they are forced to operate in a system that has been known to be critically inadequate since 1970?
Well, despite this, he asserted that the people of the Virgin Islands are in need and deserving of an efficient and reliable water supply, and it is his hope that the passing of the Sewerage Authority Act will bring the territory closer to achieving such a goal. Well, moving on, viewers, where Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley has assured his commitment to enacting freedom of information legislation in the British Virgin Islands and promised that he does intend to act on the promise of the Virgin Islands Party administration to bring a freedom of information bill to the House of Assembly.
Well, we have such a robust reform agenda, but I would have to say it is a focus of mine. Exactly when we'll get to it, I'm not quite sure because we have so much work taking place, but it's something that I'm committed to. I believe in freedom of information, having more information accessible to the public. Something that I'm committed to is something that the Virgin Islands Party administration committed to.
In the face of concerns that this area of reform may have been shelved to make way for the implementation of the Commission of Inquiry recommendations, the Premier admitted that the government does have a lot on its plate at the moment.
We're in a reform frame of mind. I believe it's something that we have to be able to deliver on. Exact timelines, I'm not in a position to say right now.
In a show of support for the government in this venture, His Excellency Governor John Rankin offered his own assistance and the full support of the United Kingdom government.
I might add full support from me, Premier, and the UK government will stand ready to assist in its own experience of freedom of information legislation. And I know that such legislation has also been adopted in a number of other overseas territories. Bermuda, with which I'm familiar, has a Freedom of Information Act, a very active information commissioner. So there are models there on which the BVI can draw in taking forward this sort of work.
Well, up next, viewers, Premier Wheatley away on business to attend back-to-back regional meetings and hired BVI to host its 4th annual Back to School Fun Day and Expo. We get to those two stories after we're from our sponsors.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting for people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
The beautiful Virgin Islands, or nature's little secret as some prefer, where the weather stays warm and the drinks stay cold, where men in wigs get their lawyer bills paid by governments and governments lose planes, where walls are built and prisoners escape. You vacation where we suffer. BVI love.
Well, welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Well, Premier and Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, is presently away on business in Bahamas, attending the regional meeting of the heads of government of the Caribbean. Well, the Premier's office confirmed the news in a media release this morning, stating that the inaugural event is in preparation for COP27 in November to allow for the region to collectively devise a position on climate change mitigation. Well, Premier Wheatley will join other government heads from Antigua and Barbuda, Anguilla, Barbados, Belize, Bermuda, Cayman Islands, Cuba, Dominica, Dominican Republic, Grenada, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and Grenadines, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, and Turks and Caicos. The meeting, which commenced today, will conclude tomorrow, August 17th. But the Premier's office also revealed that following the meeting in the Bahamas, Premier Wheatley will then travel to Trinidad and Tobago to attend the Agri-Investment Forum and Expo from August 19 to 21st. But the Premier's office said, and I quote, "The initiative is a platform established to stimulate conversations among key stakeholders and to revolutionize the agricultural sector in Trinidad and Tobago and by extension across CARICOM member states," end quote. Well, during these two periods, the Deputy Premier Honorable Kai Reimer will be acting Premier and Minister of Finance until Dr. Wheatley returns on August 22nd. Reimer's appointment is in accordance with Section 55(1) of the Virgin Islands Constitution Order 2007, which states, and I quote, "If the Premier is expected to be absent from the Virgin Islands for more than 48 hours, the Governor shall authorize the Deputy Premier to perform the functions of the office of the Premier, and the Governor shall revoke this authority on the return of the Virgin Islands of the Premier," end quote. Well, moving on to our final story, viewers, where Hirebvi will be hosting its 4th annual Back to School Fun Day and Exposition next Saturday, August 27th, at the Noel Lloyd Positive Action Movement Park. Well, this year's edition will run from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and is under the theme, "The Future is Now." Kadian Farrickson, a corporate trainer, is an exclusive interview with our Ron Grant, spoke to the upcoming event.
We are fortunate at Hirebvi that we have the ability to give back to our community in this way. This is not the first year that we're hosting the Back to School event. It launched in 2019, and we are privileged that we are able to continue to give back to our community. Last year, it was on a smaller scale where we partnered with FSN, Family Support Network, and in 2020, we did it in a drive-through format. So as we are moving away from a pandemic, we took this opportunity to say, you know what, let's put something on that everybody's able to enjoy. Yes. The kids are able to come out and they will have fun with the water slides, or parents are able to come out and they'll learn about the different after school options available for their kids. So while the kids play, the parents can learn. So it is a kid-centric event. We are focusing on the kids, but we're not leaving our parents out. You're able to come out and learn what are some of the ways you can get your children engaged in extracurricular activities, learn about some awesome organizations that are doing really well in the community, and how they can also play a part in advancing the welfare of the BVI.
Well, Kadian also spoke to the services to be offered to students.
The cost is actually for the students to go on the rides. The hairstyles and the school supplies, those are actually free. We do have an early bird special that's going on right now until Friday, the 19th. It's $20, all-inclusive rides. So they are able to access all of the water rides that we will have at the park on the 27th. And then to register for the school supplies, parents will need to come to Hirebvi's office. We are located in the Skelton Bay lot, upstairs DHL. They come in and they register for their kids. We will give them their armbands that they'll take on the day of the event. And at that time, they will be able to get access to the school supplies that we'll be distributing, as well as the hairstyles for our young ladies and the haircuts for our young men.
Additionally, students can enjoy a wet fit event and are asked to dress accordingly.
We are having a wet fit this year. What this means is we are going to have essentially water-based activities for the kids to come out and enjoy. We will have bounce houses, we'll have a foam house, we'll have a pool on site as well.
Well, Hirebvi also noted that only registered students will receive school supplies, quoting, tickets are also on sale at an early bird price of $20 to gain all-inclusive access to the water rides, end quote. For more information about this Back to School Fun Day and Expo, persons can call 284-442-HIRE or 284-442-4473. They can also email info@hirebvi.com or visit www.hirebvi.com. Viewers, that's all we have for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye-bye.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way that day.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out that trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I even watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer in line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting for people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
You value traditions. You value music. You value education. Family.
I love you.
Service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.